Hello, my wonderful Aquarians. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so the card that wanted to come out for you guys is Mystery. Okay, so unknown, enigma, illusion, confusing. Okay. You could be inquiring about a situation or a person where you feel like there's a lack of clarity between you both, or you could be connecting with someone, but you feel, or you may have a gut feeling that there's something going on that you're not aware about. Okay. Now it says illusion, confusing. This card is kind of giving me the energy of the Seven of Cups in Tarot. So we'll see if that comes out in your spread. But I do feel like there could be a level of, emotional confusion or just kind of trying to figure out what is really going on. But for many of you, I do sense that you have this gut feeling that there's something that you do not know. Or you're connecting with someone where you feel like, okay, they are connecting with me, but they're not being completely open. Okay, let's see. So we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So some of you may be connecting with the Cancer. And then we have the Two of Cups. It's definitely a connection where I see some sort of progress with the Chariot, the Two of Cups. The emotions are mutual here. But there's also an energy of needing to accept both sides of a story, or both sides in terms of like both perspectives, because that's what the Chariot speaks about. So yes, it touches on progress, but it also speaks about the light side and the dark side of things, right? So it could be that this is a connection where you do feel like it's positive or the emotions are mutual, but you also feel like there are, negative aspects about it or things that you guys can work on. But it's about accepting both sides so that there is some sort of forward movement. Okay, so I'm going to start off by seeing how this person is viewing you this week. The Chariot and the Two of Cups, interestingly enough, it could also be an energy of a situation where there are mutual emotions, but you're trying to move on from it. Okay, so that's very specific. So for some of you, you may be feeling very deeply towards someone, but you feel this week you want to move on from this situation, whether it's because there is a lack of progress or there's, some sort of mystery surrounding it. Okay. Page of Pentacles for how they're viewing you. So it's definitely someone who wants to communicate with you. It's someone that you could be in contact with, and there's a lot of back and forth conversation here. But there may be also this question of, could this be something more? That's what's coming through here. So they are viewing you as someone that they're connecting with, although there's a question if you guys could be something more than you currently are. So for example, it could be someone who feels like you guys don't necessarily have a title on the bond, that you guys share, or they may feel, or they may be wondering if this could turn into something that is stable for the long haul, or something that could actually be a long-term commitment here. The main question that I'm getting is from your person's end is they're viewing you as, okay, could I have more with Aquarius, or is this where things are going to be, or is this where things are going to end? There may also be an age gap between you and this person. Queen of Cups and the Four of Pentacles in the challenge position. Okay, so the challenge here, it's actually a clear message that this person feels like there's a lot of emotions that are being held back. So Queen of Cups could be emotional expression, someone who's very caring, nurturing, but it also comes through to me as a heart-to-heart conversation. But then when you have the Four of Pentacles, there's a question of, is, there a held back energy? Is there a lack of emotional expression here, which is what your person feels, right? And it's coming up in the mutual energy. So it could be that they feel they're not being completely open about their emotions, or they're feeling a bit of a detached energy from your end this week. Because the main block or the main challenge that I see your person is facing is they are not really sure what's going on emotionally because they feel like there's a block when it comes to being completely open. They do view you as someone who's very caring, but Four of Pentacles is a held back energy because you feel like there's a lack of stability. So there's a lot this person wants to express to you, but they're kind of wondering if this bond is going to turn into something more. And so, in their mind, it's almost like an internal battle of if they're if this could be something more, that I'm going to be open about my emotions. But if I just put my heart on the line or express all my emotions and we end up being, kind of stuck in the same space, I don't think that's going to make me happy. I also see here in the Four of Pentacles that this may be someone who is doing a lot of analyzing this week. So they're held back, but they're in a little bit of a submissive energy where it's like, I'm just going to see how things unfold, or I'm just going to see how things work out, but I'm not going to react to everything that's happening. The way that you're viewing them, Five of Wands, you're feeling very conflicted when it comes to this person. You're viewing them as either someone who has a lot going on. So they could have communicated to you, it's a very busy week, or, my current circumstances are a little bit all over the place. There's something here where you feel like this person is not able to focus on you and the connection this week. So, again, this could be their responsibilities. This could be, it's definitely something in their environment, but it's impacting their ability to solely focus on you or this connection. And you're aware of this. You may also feel like with the Five of Wands, there's a lot of, bickering this week, or a lot of, back and forth energy where the Five of Wands speaks about something that could be avoided, something that, lacks importance. So, as much as you may not want to be, arguing with this person or having a misunderstanding, you do feel like something in this person's environment is kind of triggering them, or they're not happy with it, and they're projecting that onto the bond here. And keep in mind, Five of Wands could also be more than just you and this person involved in this connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be another lover, but it could definitely be like a family member or a friend, or, someone in their social circle that has an opinion on this connection that they have with you. So in your feelings, we have the Knight of Pentacles, okay, and we have the Nine of Wands. Seems to me that you either have this person blocked or you're in a very guarded energy when it comes to them this week. This has a lot to do with the pace of this bond, okay? The Knight of Pentacles could be you feeling like this person took quite a while to offer you something but ended up not offering you anything at all, or just feeling like, the pace of this bond or the lack of progress is making you want to kind of, ease off the pedal here and just, kind of be a bit guarded is what I see. Now, I will also say that you're being very cautious in terms of, even if you're connecting with this person, you're not really investing your all. You're waiting to see if this person follows through on the things that they're telling you, or you're waiting for something to kind of like settle down here, which makes sense because you're viewing them in the Five of Wands energy, which is, you feeling like there is something going on in this person's environment. And until they take care of that very thing, it's going to be really hard for them to invest in the situation with you. So there may be a little bit of a pause, or you're just taking things slow. Okay. We also have the Three of Pentacles in your feelings and the Knight of Swords. I feel like there's something you really want to communicate to this person, but the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles is not necessarily an energy of saying, okay, let's talk about this and I'm ready for a commitment. It's more so, let's get to the bottom of an issue and let's negotiate, or let's discuss what's going on. So I think for many of you, you do want to have a conversation with this person. Or for example, if you're connecting with them, you're tired of the surface level conversations. You really want to work something out. You want to see eye to eye with this person, or at least be on the same page here. I think that's the first step. That's what I see in your feelings. And as far as the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I do feel like there's something that you've been holding in. There's something that has been weighing very heavily on your mind, on your heart, but you want to communicate it to this person and you want to make your intentions very clear. So even if it is something that has been weighing very heavy on your heart, I see you communicating it to this person in more of like like a logical way, right? Or in a way where it's like, okay, this is what's going on, and you're not really being completely vulnerable, but you are telling this person we need to find a solution here. So what I see in your feelings is definitely wanting to have a discussion, wanting to at least be on the same page with this person, but it is going to require a conversation here. And it's interesting because with the Knight of Swords, I do feel like it's like this urgency that you have to say something to this person. And it is someone that you may be connecting with, although you feel like you're not speaking about something that you're thinking about. So whether it's just surface level conversations or every time you bring an issue up, this person's like, okay, well, right now is not the time to speak about it. It almost feels like you feel you guys are running out of time or you're growing very impatient with this person here. So we have the Wheel of Fortune clarifying the Queen of Cups, and we have the Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Four of Pentacles. I think this person is not only observing the connection with you, there is some sort of a waiting game here. So again, it's not to say you're not connecting with them, but it is to say that there's some sort of a waiting game in terms of actually getting things off the ground. Seven of Pentacles could be like waiting for the right time, but there's also a very analytical energy when it comes to that card. It's all about looking at how far you've come and saying, okay, well, I need to continue doing this, and this is something I need to stop doing, right? It's assessing a situation and saying, this is what's working, this is what's not working, or this is where we need, this is where there is room for improvement, right? And with the Wheel of Fortune, I do see as much as this person wants some sort of a change in this connection, they're at a crossroads. They're at a crossroads and they're trying to decide, is this going to work? Is this something where we could attain more together or be more than what we currently are? Or is it all in my mind? Do I need to pick a different path? So I do see that your person's at a crossroads and there's a persistent download about this person, trying to figure out if you guys can actually work something out, if you guys can actually be more than what you currently are. So even if you're in a disagreement and not seeing eye to eye, this person's like, okay, well, are we going to be able to be on the same page? Are we going to be able to move past this obstacle here? So we have the King of Pentacles and their feelings. You definitely could be dealing with an earth sign here. The Hierophant, yeah, we have Taurus energy here as well. Okay, let's see. What's the Moon, the Emperor? I do see their desire to provide for you. I do see, a desire here where they're thinking about, could we be more? Could this turn into a commitment? But there's also a lot that they're learning about you. And then we have the Moon card, which is going hand in hand with the first card, which was, the mystery card for you guys. There's a lot this person feels like they don't know, but then there's a lot that they're not communicating to you as well. So I really do feel like the blockage here is a lack of emotional expression or thinking about something that is affecting them, but having a hard time being vocal about it to you. The other thing I will say here, Aquarius, is for some of you, this person may be keeping some sort of another commitment under wraps. The Moon and the Hierophant could be something else that they're committed to or someone else that they're committed to, feeling very entitled to a situation and having a hard time taking or feeling entitled to a situation and having a hard time being open about it. Because what I see is someone who's like, okay, this is my life and there are certain things I need to take care of. And when they think about the connection with you, it either requires them to leave something behind or it requires them to change something about them that they feel like is very difficult. So there could be a little bit of a stubborn energy or someone where they're in more of a fixed mentality of, okay, well, this is who I am, and I'm not sure if I can make this change right away. But I also see the mystery that is one thing that is really affecting your person when it comes to this connection, and someone who feels like, okay, there's more that I need to know, but there are some things that I'm not willing to express. So we have the Page of Wands and the potential outcome, the Judgment card. I see communication that changes the current dynamic between the both of you. This can go either way, right, guys? But the Page of Wands is definitely a conversation, and the Judgment could speak about a much needed change. So maybe for some of you, this change is positive, and for others of you, it's like a bittersweet feeling. But I still see it as something that kind of needs to happen in order for you guys to see some sort of progress. So it could be the fact that the inconsistency was ongoing. It could be the fact that this person was very closed off or there's a lack of emotional expression between the both of you. Something that has been continuing or ongoing is coming to an end with the Judgment card. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. The Page of Wands is being clarified by the Three of Wands, Judgment, And the Ten of Swords, yeah. A very painful cycle coming to an end, or a betrayal resurfacing, so the both of you could communicate about it and find some sort of a solution or choose to move on from it. I'm reading for a lot of you, so obviously it's not, I can't tell you what to do, but there is an energy of a very tough cycle coming to an end. It seems more like a betrayal to me with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. You guys are going to have a conversation where the question of, where are things headed may come up, where it's like this person's like, okay, we spoke about what went wrong. We're choosing to let, the hurt go, or we've acknowledged the hurt, but where do we go from here? And again, that could be something that where you feel like you're deciding whether you want to work through this betrayal and you want to give this person another chance, or you want to completely, choose to move on. But there is a conversation where you guys discuss what is bothering the both of you, which is going to create a change in this dynamic, because that's something that you guys are not doing right now. And furthermore, there will be a question of where do we go from here? Is this something that we're willing to work on? Is this something we're willing to forgive? Or should we let this go? Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.